looking at videos and this popped up in my recommended. It's called the most creative car owners in the world. So I just had to make a video on it because I saw the thumbnail and it was a dude writing on their car with a Sharpie on when it's dented. How is that being Oh, let's just start the video and see what happens, okay? Also, I'm like sick right now, so my voice is crap.
Sometimes creative car alterations need to be made out of necessity, other times inspiration. Either way, these owners turn their vehicles into testaments to their imagination. Without further ado, let's take a look at some of the most creative...
Yeah, but those few pictures, that is just pure rice. Coming from a car guy, that is just not creative at all. It's just making your car look worse. Okay.
car owners ever to set rubber to road. Amazing! After an accident...
Oh, and also, I'm not, what's it called, dissing, or whatever it's called, be amazed. Like, this channel is a good channel, I watch it all the time, but there's one video on it, though, is the one video I do not like. So, don't go to his channel and just start harassing him, or anything like that. Like, I'm just making fun of this one video.
In the Altai Republic that left a bump on the side of this guy's car. He decided to transform it into a map of the region, covering up the bumps in the details of his design.
Okay, so my first problem with this is that it'd be easier just to get a better new door instead of just taking all the time to write with like a marker or paint or whatever he was doing with it. And also, wouldn't that just like decrease like the insurance or the warranty or whatever it was? I don't know. I don't have a car yet, so I'm not really that sure.
This owner wasn't so successful, but it still looks cool. However,
it really does not look cool. That just looks ugly, and it says drifter. Yeah, I'm sure. I'm totally sure that guy drifts. It looks like a Honda Civic. Okay, like the taillights make it look like a Honda Civic. So how could a front-wheel drive car possibly drift? I don't get it. Like, I've seen one Honda Civic drift. Front-wheel drive, you'd have to have major skills to do that. And not be a racer like this dude, but like a blue Ninja Turtle on the back of his car.
He did later convert the interior of his car into an awesome world map.
There's really no use of doing that, to be honest.
Helpful if you ever get lost. Then there's these animal lovers who decided there's nothing quite like flashing an animal's rear at unsuspecting drivers. And then this puppy version. Or maybe you're more into the Welsh Corgi. If you're interested in following a trend, you just need to remove the wiper by loosening a screw, then applying some stickers. When
it's not a screw, that's a nut. And then you just slide it off. But anyway, it'll be kind of pointless anyway, because think about it, every time you get new wipers, you'd have to repaint them on, wouldn't you? So it's really stupid just to do that.
moving, this one looks like Arnie's doing bicep curls on show. Genius! This one's probably the best wiper yet. May the force be with you,
absolutely not, no.
Now let's take a look at how some creative car owners altered their wheels. This lover of SpongeBob SquarePants.
This is exactly what racers like to do to their wheels. It's just pure crap. I mean, who'd want to take the time to paint their already crappy enough rims and then eventually realize that it looks like crap or whatever or something like that, and then buy new rims for even more money? So I don't know, but anyway, that still looks like crap, to be honest.
Chose to recreate Bob's best animated friend Patrick on their wheels. Look how similar it came out. Genius! And if you don't get excited when you see a car wheel illustrated with Pac-Man, you have no inner child.
Or it just means you're a car guy who understands what rice and nice is.
Now I don't know why you'd want to bring back the old horse and carriage design, especially given how uncomfortable it would be, but this car owner decided to do just that.
You have to have this special kind of retard to take the time and make your own wooden wagon wheel and somehow fit a tire onto it. And put it onto your axle. I don't even understand why someone would want to do that in the first place. In fact, it just makes the Hummer look even uglier than it already is. Because, you know, Hummers are Hummers, unless like a military Humvee, but so like, the luxury Hummers are just ugh. That's my opinion, but moving on.
Attaching wooden wagon-style wheels to his motorized Hummer. It's unique, that's for sure. And if he ever lost his door, he might want to replace it with a wooden saloon.
No, that's just really pointless. Besides, you wouldn't be able to even put a window in that, I don't think. And second of all, that would just ruin the fender, because he's just screwing that onto it. And second of all, the wind would probably catch onto it and then just blow it off while you're driving, and it would hit someone else, probably.
Door, like this car owner did. Not very secure though, but I guess it does the job. A 1985 US silver quarter in mint condition is valued today at roughly $13. It's highly collectible, and this car owner, who spray painted a replica of it on...
First of all, I've seen wheels like that before. The ones where they're all have like the no like spaces or whatever in them, or I don't know, but where it's all just one solid thing. They already look like crap as it is, and you made it even look worse by spray painting it, and also stretching out the tires really bad. Oh my god!
Rims proves just how popular it really is. And then here's a reminder that flowers and money go together like...
Oh my god! I don't even. You put that on a. Why would you even put that on a Porsche? There's no. At least if you're gonna paint your wheels, at least make it look good, okay?
Like bears and honey. It's a very stark contrast to have a Porsche with flowery hippie rims like this, but it's safe to say no one else is driving a car like that.
Because it looks stupid. Oh my god.
The 1982 cult
don't
classic
even,
movie
don't
Tron led to a
even,
2010
no.
remake that grabbed $400 million at the
No.
box office.
Wow.
Part of its success is
I already
down to
know
the
this is,
awesome
I already
futuristic
know where
neon
this is
designs
going.
in the
No.
movie, designs that several enthusiasts have copied
on,
on their own
no.
vehicles in real life. This drop.
Dude, making your cars all neon is like so like 2000s. And it became even more popular after the Fast and the Furious came out too, which made it even more. It wasn't even cool to begin with. I mean, sure, a tiny bit of neon wouldn't look that bad, I guess. I don't know, but it's just why? Oh my god, that just brings a tear to my eye. That is,
Driver went for awesome sky blue lines, and then these two went for striking desert red.
Why would you put that on a Corvette? And why would you?
This creative car owner took it.
That guy isn't creative. He's just ruining his Camaro by putting underglow on it. Who does that in 2018? Who puts underglow on their car in 2018? Especially puts neons inside the rims. And how would you even put neons on that part? Oh my.
A step further towards movie realism with neon underglows. How many uses are there for a Sharpie pen? Answer: more than you probably think. A US military serviceman let his...
That just makes you want to die. Seeing someone Sharpie their skyline, ruining it. Oh my, why? How much of a stupid would you have to be, or whatever, to Sharpie your skyline? First of all, put the time and effort into it. And second of all, make it look worse. There's a thing called wrapping it, you know. You could just get a wrap and make it look like that. You don't have to take a Sharpie and draw on it.
His artist wife tattoo his Nissan Skyline GTR top to bottom with a Sharpie pen after seeing her
I really hope the owner of that car was pretty pissed at her wife for that. I would be.
Doodling on its bumper. Her intricate pattern took 100 hours to complete, and it looks really awesome. Then there's racer Mike Nyman.
Why would you do that to a Miata also? Again, there's a thing called getting a wrap, okay?
Who put a few hundred Sharpies to use on his 1992 Mazda Miata. The project took him 20...
It's not a Miata, it's called a Miata. What's with these foreign, non-American people pronouncing car names wrong?
22 days and
Joking,
$100
but
in
whatever.
Sharpie bills. You have to agree though, it has an awesome design.
I mean, sure, it feels like a rap, but it's not even. Oh my god. I can't believe someone would take a Sharpie and draw on their car. That's like what a child would do.
Then there's a car dealership scene.
No, Tony, that better be a rap job. That I really hope that isn't Sharpie on a Lamborghini Gallardo. Oh my god. Oh no.
Named Brett David, who decided to ink one of his supercars for pub.
Ink? Why? Why? Oh my god. Rich racers. Oh, I'm really hating parts of the car community with people that do that. I mean, like 80, well, no, not even 80, but like probably like 95% of the car community is like really good. And then there's the other 5% who do this crap.
Publicity. A Lamborghini Gallardo, to be exact. Cars like this sell
Prestige. That is not prestige, okay? That is pure ugly.
From 85 to 170,000. When bits of your car break,
Ooh, that turbo system looks nice, but I don't know what. I don't want to know what they're gonna do to it though.
money at the garage, or get inventive. This car owner replaced his rear wipers with the end of a broom.
When you used all your money and bought a BMW, but you realize you don't have any windshield wipers, so you're too poor, and got your own broomstick and put it on the back.
It isn't quite as effective as normal wipers though, and for this owner, any old window would do.
So, people that are poor and can't get crap for their car are somehow creative now?
Not exactly the most aesthetically pleasing window ever.
Honestly, wouldn't it cost more money to do that to your window instead of just replacing it with a new one?
Ever seen? That's for sure. And if you ever lose a side mirror, you can always use
That would just fly off because they're using electrical tape. They're not even using duct tape. So wouldn't you'd think that would just end up flying off due to wind?
a hairbrush like this person. Again, not exactly stylish, but it might be a workable solution in the short term. Or how about making a side mirror that looks better?
I mean, sure, I guess that could work on like a rat rod or something, but not on like a normal car like this. That just looks like, oh my god, no.
And it did before it was broken. Look at this awesome Grim Reaper style.
That is not awesome at all.
Makes it look like a hand is holding the side mirror. That is really cool.
No,
and if your main goal is just to evade the police when you've lost a headlight or two, a cheeky picture of a headlight like this.
When you watch too much NASCAR, so you decide to try and turn your car into a normal race car by taping a picture of a headlight onto it, because like race cars have those weird like fake headlights or whatever.
This might do the trick. Then there's this owner who used a clever illustration to make fun of his car damage. Or how about just going old school with a larger than life plaster? It might just
That's
heal
just
this
stupid.
broken baby. Great
That is
minds
just
obviously
really
think alike,
stupid.
Though this owner went digital. But what about using string, the winner for the most...
There's an easier solution to doing that. Instead of wasting your time finding string, you could just use zip ties. That's what any normal person would do for like the cracks. Just put zip ties on it.
Expert thread repair goes to the person behind this genius repair job. If your car stereo keeps falling out, all you have to do is use 4 blocks of wood to jam it in place. This one's really ugly, but it does do the job, I guess. A better solution would be to use sponge like the person here used. And if you ever somehow
Or
snap your
just get a new stereo.
or car door handle, all you need is a tuna can, and voila! Watch out for the sharp edges though.
Or get
If
a
those
new
edges
door
bother you
handle.
enough, how about throwing away the can and using a fork instead?
People stop
Fewer
being
sharp
such
edges, so
cheapsates
I'd give
and
this
get
owner the
actual
creative
better
edge.
stuff.
Here you can see hot and cold taps were wired into the motor to control the aircon. It's a very clever repair to a broken air conditioning system.
You know, wouldn't it also cost more money to somehow figure all that stuff out and actually put it in place than it would be just to get a better air and heating solution or whatever.
But like most of them in this video, it doesn't look that great.
It really doesn't.
Do you ever get an annoying draft coming from the seams of a door in your car? This owner just used filler to stop drafts reaching his backseat passengers. Again, this one looks horrendous, but it must have done the job. And if your door...
It's probably just the door's problem. You could just get a new door instead of making your car look uglier.
Has trouble staying on for some reason. Masking tape might just do the job. Wrap it around every joint of the door.
Or it would just prevent the door from opening, so you'd have to go all Dukes of Hazzard and going through the window.
Completely mummified like this in the process.
Oh, and also, you'd probably get pulled over for having one mirror covered up too.
From the inside. Just as long as you're not that fussed about passenger comfort, because it doesn't look particularly comfortable. And if you want to cover up your car's damage and look like a boss at the same time, try something like this.
No, it doesn't make you look like a boss. It just makes you look like someone who's trying too hard to be tough. What do you do for that? Just screw on a little metal plate with a lock on it? I don't think that would hold on really well. I mean, with bolts, sure, but I don't know about screws.
This car owner was clearly so annoyed by the damage to their car door, which kept swinging open mid-journey, that they decided to drill a mount and padlock it. And if you've ever lost a car window, the mat from the game Twister can be repurposed as a wind blocker, just like on this damaged car door.
Or you could just use a trash bag like any other normal person.
It also turns out that everyday objects like plastic bottles can make for some really good makeshift headlights. This car owner wrapped a bottle of water with a red sheet and then placed it in his brake light slot. And then there's this owner who...
Why are people such cheapskates? Like, I know headlights are probably like super expensive, but I mean, if you have a car and have like a job, you should be able to save up for a new headlight for pretty easily, wouldn't you? Unless you're like a teenager or something, I guess. But still, it's... How would you even connect the wiring to a flashlight? I don't know.
Torches emit light, so they can be doubled up as car headlights. Now for some awesome details. Using 3D stickers, one car owner added some gore to their brake lights. Even cooler is a 3D sticker of a cracked screen with half a tennis ball to make it look like...
It's like... It's not as bad as sticker bombing a car, but it still just makes it look stupid. I mean, I don't even get who would want to do that to a car in the first place. To stand out? Yeah, sure, it makes you stand out, but it still makes you look stupid.
A tennis ball has smashed through a car screen. It looks so real that a few dozen people each day pause only to find out that they've been duped. Animals are pretty bad at crossing the road safely. This unusual shot appears to show a written explanation of an accident while driving. A pretty comical one too. And when things start falling off your car, that's when you need to get crafty. Here's an Indiana Jones style rope solution to a hanging bumper. Or you could have just used...
Or just go to your local junkyard and see if you can find a bumper for the right model. Get it for probably just cheaper than you would buy a new bumper and just slap it on there. I mean, sure, it might not be the same color, but still, you'd have the better bumper than using zip ties and...
Use zip ties. Here's an elaborate use of those white bands that seems to be holding this truck's pipes up.
Call them exhaust.
Now let's check out some awesome changes to the bodywork of cars. Here's a steampunk lover who
Wait a minute, that's a wrap job, ain't it?
transformed their gas guzzler into a steam-powered vehicle.
You know, I'll admit that actually doesn't look that bad. I mean, I actually don't mind wrap jobs at all. I actually think they look pretty cool. Like, I actually want to get my own wrap job for my car. Like, I'll show you it right now, actually. Like, I wanted to wrap my car to make it look like that, because I'm kind of a weeb. Anyway, it's like off topic, back to the video.
With a sort of dystopian bodywork, it looks incredible. And what do you do if your shiny new van keeps getting targeted by thieves? You take inspiration from this person who camouflaged their van with some dirty and rusty decals. It's so well done it's even hard to decipher when you go up close, and the camouflage was so convincing on first look that the owner was actually pulled over by police. Metal is...
Yeah, so that's just another wrap job. It's pretty common to put camouflage wraps on any car. Like, I see it all the time on videos and even real life.
So predictable. Driving comfort and style with this crocheted smart car. You'd be best not to take it out in wet weather though.
What the? No.
What the? No.
No. Absolutely not. No. That just looks like pure garbage. I mean, it looks like a troll who had puked all of his dinner onto a VW bug.
Gallery opening to explain. It's really quite hard to know where to begin with this alteration, but it's striking, that's for sure. And if you're all about spreading chuckles, here's a simple yet effective way to do just that. And then there's this owner who also enjoys swirling.
I'm a Honda Civic too. How predictable.
Brush strokes. And if you're also worried about your Jaguar getting cold in the winter, how about knitting him a jumper? This one's a...
No. That just looks stupid. I mean, I doubt anyone would even notice that. I mean, sure, if you looked like really hard, there's like really no point in doing that.
Nice little touch during the cold season. And here's an awesome Mini that's been decaled with an X-ray design. A reminder of how frail the canine condition is.
I mean, sure,
and if you want your
guess.
damaged car to look better than it did before an accident, take note from this owner who sprayed the rear of their car gold and created a...
That doesn't look good at all, to be honest. To be honest, right now I'm pretty sure. No, I guarantee BMAs is not a car guy. He would, if he was, he would understand that these do not look good at all.
A sort of miniature world featuring Mickey Mouse and 2 astronauts. Or how about converting your car into Han Solo?
I don't think so, because isn't it legal to have your windows? I don't remember if it is or not, but I think it was illegal to have your windows decaled like that or something like that. Either that or I'm thinking the tints to have blacked out too much.
Solo's Falcon and bring Chewie along. Just stick a massive sticker on your rear window and you can look like this to people behind you. Forget about seeing what's behind you though. I haven't touched on wheel covers yet. Take a look at this one. There's something...
They're not called wheel covers, they're called hubcaps.
Something oddly striking about this rustic Jeep with its pretty embroidered wheel cover. And when your snake...
I don't even get what's the point of even doing that. It just makes your car look like your grandma saw it and she wanted to make it look better. So she took out her knitting needles and started knitting your car.
Making your way through traffic, this creative car design will make total sense.
No, it won't, because it's like those weird car antler things for Christmas. You know, those weird antlers that you put on the top of your car, and then the red nose you put on the grill. It just makes your car look stupid. It makes you look like a granny.
And want a pool? Create something like this. Why haven't more truck owners thought of this simple conversion?
Probably because they think it looks retarded, because it does. And there's really no point in doing that in the first place, because you'd put all your time to... I can't, it's so stupid, I can't even explain.
Take a look at this awesome car with turf carpeted all around its exterior. This one's actually a car owner's attempt to advertise their business.
I mean, you could probably find a different way to advertise your business than actually putting carpet on the outside of your car. Another thing so stupid I can't even explain.
And it definitely works to get people's attention. A fan of the game Fallout? This car owner might be. Way to make a statement.
I mean, sure, you could be a fan of the Fallout and probably like put a wrap on your car, but like, why on that car? It just makes. I mean,
And Crocodile Dundee himself would be proud of this Jeep, featuring ball.
what the? No. No, not on that type of car. I mean, again, sure, I'm like a rat rod, maybe. I don't know. No. No, I'm just. This picture is making me even more sick than I already am.
Horns and a thick rope. Here's a really odd candy cane car.
Yeah, that is really odd. Because I doubt anyone would want to have that. I mean, what do? Put a workout thing on the top of it? And then, what? It looks like when Santa's reindeer puked all over it. And what kind of car is that? It looks like one of them old BMWs or something. Or like one of those old Jaguars or something. I don't know.
I can't quite make out what the thing on the roof is. Do you know what it is? There's definitely no other car on the planet like it. Willy Wonka would
Exactly,
be proud of this
because
one.
no one would want a car like that.
Let's jump into the interior. This highly original use of post-it notes created this really cool futuristic multicoloured look for the speed gauge. And if you really can't get enough of the road even when you're driving on it, fashion carpets like this for the floor.
When you tell your kid go wild on customizing the car, he does this.
Of your car. Or how about taking the thrill of a horror movie into the luxury?
Those are like the most stupidest accessories for a steering wheel ever. Those weird fur things. Those things make your car look like when you're like one of those daddy's girls or whatever they're called. Why on a
Of your very own car seat. To be fair, that steering wheel must be really comfortable to hold onto. Or how about turning your vehicle into a Mario Kart car, even featuring the modes and options to activate magic mushrooms and empty banana peels. Or slide into another dimension with this gear stick cover. The car owner
let me think. You know, to be honest, that doesn't really look that bad. But I'm sure you could just buy that on the internet. Like, I'll look it up now. Galaxy shifter cover. Exactly, like I thought. It's already on your. You could just buy one. You don't. This guy isn't creative because he didn't make it. He just bought it.
clearly thought it would be truly out of this world, and it kind of is. And here's the lead contestant for World's.
I'm pretty sure that's like one of the most common things to put on your shifter is a Pokeball shifter nub.
Best gear stick. The owner used this car to follow his Pokemon Go plan route. Rumour is he's almost a Pokemon master. This one might be the interior of that car who had grass on the outside of it. Why go outside when you can bring nature inside your vehicle? And if you need the calming allure of a desert escape when you're stuck in rush hour gridlock, then try something like this.
Okay, I'm pretty sure that's just a danger, like a safety hazard. Because think about it, what if someone's in the passenger seat and all of a sudden you either get into an accident or your car, or no, all of a sudden you just start accelerating really fast and all of a sudden the cactuses just fly into the passenger.
Although it's not exactly the safest positioning. Imagine
Exactly.
crashing and having the airbag push a load of cacti in your face. Here is either a pimp's paradise or a lucid tripper's escape. This creative car owner
That's like something that would happen on that one show that was like back like a while ago, back in like 2002. What was it called? Pimp My Ride. Dumbest shows ever. I remember a bunch of cars in that show would fall apart within like a week after like being in it.
turned their car's interior into an inner sanctum of amazing artwork. Which car design did you?
Okay, that's like enough like car cringe for now. So anyway, like and subscribe.